As you see what is there on the screen, it means career. Now you must be feeling everybody talks about career, 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 career here and there, everywhere it's just career, right? Now don't think I'm going to give definitions or it's going to be a very general knowledge kind of video. This is just about the emotions that get trapped when people literally talk about the word career. Now, what is career going to do? Is it going to be something that is very important? Can I not live without it? All this question arises when people ask. Yes, career is important, but it's not something that you cannot live without it. It's not one of your basic necessity like food, clothing, water, but it is an integral part that helps you to have a own identity, also will help you to be independent on your own self. So like when I'm talking about independent, you don't have to be completely dependent on someone for money or to have your own choice of food, to have your own choice of clothes, blah blah blah, and many things, right? You can have whatever you want. Now when I'm talking about career, as I am an Indian girl, so I'll talk about how career affects the young minds when the society imparts it into them. As we all know, India is a developing country. So, when I'm talking about developing, that itself means it is correlated with something related to the career. Yes or no? Now, I cannot insist my parents or any of the parents into this to have a broad view about the career. Out of 100, only 20 to 15% of the population are having educated parents who have a broad and a wiser view about the career that their child is going to choose. Now, in India, after you finish, I'm talking about the basic state board curriculum. Okay, after you finish a state board curriculum, you have 3 fields that you can choose. One is science, one is commerce, and the other one is your arts. Now let's talk about how our Indian parents are going to react to it. Now, when it comes about commerce, before we jump directly into the stream of commerce, how it goes in a stepwise, I'll say. And once when the teen has reached the 10th standards or the 10th board, the first pressure that comes from the parents, which stream are you going to choose? So the teen gets very, I'm like the multiple very, yes, but the teen gets very tensed. He or she will be wondering, this is the biggest task of choosing. It's not like randomly going and choosing your any flavor of the ice cream, because the flavor of the ice cream, some of the ice cream company, they used to give you a trial at least. Here there is no trial. If you choose, it's gone forever. It's like that. So multiples of dilemmas, confusions, and emotions traveling through him, the teen finally decides to choose his career, and he goes and shares it with his parents. The first stream, for example, if the child goes and says, I want to choose the stream commerce, the expression that comes from an Indian parent is, commerce? Really, you want to choose commerce? Are you planning to do accountancy, or are you planning to work under a bank? So these are the two major options that comes under the parent mind when the child chooses his career as the stream of commerce. The next, if the child says, I want to choose science, then they will be like, oh my god, you want to do science? I'm so happy. So you're planning to get into medicine, or you're planning to get into engineering. So according to Indian parents, they know only these two streams that come under the field of science. And next, if I choose arts as my career, then they will have a very confusion look. Do you want to be a teacher or you want to be a journalist? So, in short, I want to convey this to you that according to our Indian parents, they only know that the stream that provides only two professional career options, whatever it is. Again, the next thing is no matter how studious the child is, no matter how well she performs, if she chooses any other field apart from science, then they will feel she's doing a mistake. According to Indian parents, if a child scores more than 80 percentage or she's an outstanding performer, the child has to choose one and only science, and she has to choose a profession of being an engineer or else to be a doctor. If you score a very least percentage and you choose your field as science, it is the biggest mistake again that is being done by the child according to the parents who are in India. They will be like, you haven't even performed well in your basement level. How are you going to do it as a profession? This is a big question mark. So I feel we are again putting a lot of pressure under the teen who already go through a lot of emotional and physical pressure as they are growing, as they are in their adolescence age. Why don't our parents understand it? We cannot help it. We have to also not blame them because they don't have much of knowledge about any other profession. There is a vast of profession that is being catered by each and every stream rather than the six profession is what I have told you all right now. As teenagers, if you have something, if you have wish, so we should start inculcating the same wish into our parents by giving them more and more brief information about how stream is going to be and how the profession will sail us through. More information, if you start imparting it right now, your parents could have a broader view. You should be firm enough, whatever decision you are choosing. If you take my story as well as my sibling story, we too also sailed in the same boat. But to know this story, I cannot say everything in one video. So I will share my story and my sibling story in regards to the career in the next video. Stay tuned. Have a nice and great day.